What a week in the surf news. Dangers all around. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Surfer rescued after holding onto a lobster trap. It was a busy and sobering weekend in California for marine rescue crews, with multiple incidents tied to heavy surf and dangerous conditions along the coast. Near Goleta, a 26-year-old surfer was swept offshore at Haskell's Beach after losing his board in rough evening surf. His friend reporting him missing quickly, which likely made all the difference. Rescue teams first located his board on the beach, then used infrared-equipped drones to scan the water. He was eventually found about a quarter-mile offshore, clinging to a lobster trap buoy. Rescue swimmers reached him under drone guidance and escorted him safely back to shore. He was evaluated and released without major injury. Officials repeated the evergreen warning: don't surf alone in heavy conditions. Boat barrels through steamer lane, because of course. Santa Cruz saw one of the wildest scenes of the weekend when a boat sped directly through the steamer lane surf lineup in heavy conditions and capsized in the wide water. The vessel, carrying 6 people, including children, was overwhelmed by breaking waves and flipped, throwing everyone into the impact zone. Surfers in the lineup immediately paddled into rescue mode. Multiple accounts describe surfers pulling struggling adults onto boards while coordinating to locate the children amid breaking sets and language barriers. Harbor Patrol and emergency crews arrived shortly and recovered everyone from the water. This is absolutely terrifying. Authorities reported several occupants were not wearing life jackets. All 6 were transported for medical evaluation. The incident has triggered a lot of local discussion about boating judgment in surf zones and how often surfers end up acting as first responders. Justine Dupont fractures vertebra at big wave event. Big wave surfer Justine Dupont suffered an L1 vertebral fracture during competition at the Thriller at Killers event at Todos Santos. Surfing in solid 20 to 20-foot conditions, Dupont took a heavy wave on the head and injured her back, forcing her withdrawal from the final. In a hospital update, she credited fellow surfers, water safety teams, and medical staff for getting her safely out of the water. She will be in the brace for several weeks, but she says she is expected to make a full recovery and return to surfing in the coming months. USA Surfing names new commissioner. USA Surfing has named longtime industry figure Todd Klein as Surf Athlete Commissioner, a role focused on representing athlete interests as the organization builds towards the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Klein brings a background spanning pro surfing, brand leadership, and broadcast commentary. The position is designed as a direct bridge between competitors and governance, with an emphasis on protecting athlete pathways across shortboard, longboard, para, and junior divisions. The appointment also signals continued consolidation after recent governance disputes over who controls Olympic surfing in the U.S. Kelly Slater publicly supported the appointment, calling Klein someone deeply rooted in surf culture and athlete advocacy. 10,000 Women of the Sea Film Fund opens submission. The Finisterre and London Surf Film Festival of the Sea Film Fund has opened submissions for its 4th year, offering a £10,000. That's like $13,000 production grant for a short surf film focused on women and surf culture. The finished project will premiere at the 2026 festival. The fund is open to women filmmakers based in the UK, Ireland, USA, and Canada, and supports both emerging and established creators. Past-funded films have explored identity, community, and representation in the lineup. Submissions close on International Women's Day, that's March the 8th, and the fund remains as one of the few surf-specific film grants aimed directly at, quotation marks, correcting gender imbalance behind the camera. And that's all for today. Check out the Wipeout Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wipeout Weekly.